Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it, guys. So today we have another following the roadmap, reducing research purchase cost of aircraft, map changes and more. So yeah, another update to the roadmap, an amazing one. This is probably the biggest one, guys. This is the thing that I was actually waiting for, and you will see why. Reducing the research and purchase cost of aircraft. So basically they are working well throughout the whole tech tree, but especially, in the rank 5s through the top tiers in the amount of research and cost on everything. So basically the amount of research points required to research the aircraft itself, the amount of research points required to research the modifications of the aircraft, the amount of silver lions of purchasing, crewing, making that crew expert, and also the modifications itself for the aircraft, and some other minor changes to naval and ground vehicles as well. So very, very amazing. Let's take a look on the tables to actually take a proper look. So this is the silver lions of changes, so basically here we have kind of a total difference in purchase cost for aircraft in silver lions depending on the tier for aircraft or the rank, right? So yeah, you can see that, for example, here total difference in purchase aircraft of cost. So overall, just an overall decrease. We will see some particular things, particular examples, but you can see that in some cases, I mean, look at the USSR, man. 1,800,000 less silver lions for buying the aircraft. 1,500,000 for Germany. 800,000 for the US. More than 1 million for China. Look at these changes, guys. It is amazing. And here we have the main thing. The research cost for aircraft in RP. This is the big difference. Look at the USSR, man. 1,200,000 basically thousand RP less. We will see some examples, don't worry, and some changes to the modifications as well. So not only it will be easier to research the aircraft, buy the aircraft, but also to research the modifications for it and also buy the modifications for it. And here we have the whole table. This is a very big table, so I'm not gonna spend too much time in here, but I want to see some very, very big examples. So research cost, I think it's the main thing for me. So let's take a look on the top tiers for some nations. So as you see over here, right now, if you want to research the F-16s for the US, they are 400,000 RP. But now they will be what? They will be a 200,000 RP. So of course the top tier will always be the increased one, but even those are getting some slightly changes. The main thing is that they tend to just leave it the top tiers with a higher account. I don't know exactly why. I mean, it doesn't make much sense in my opinion, but still, the top dogs will have a slight decrease, but just below the top dogs, it will be an incredible decrease. So as you see, for example, the ADF is half the amount of RP. It's the same amount of SL, for example, for now. But then let's see the other changes over here. Yeah, some of the other changes are the same. So it depends on the aircraft, right? Let's take a look. Some of the other top tiers. Where are the F-14s? As you see, not a big decrease. To be honest, I was hoping for more, actually. Let's take a look on the A-10 over here. Yeah, it is a big decrease, as you see. 80,000 less RP, but still, I want more, guys. I want more. Let's take a look on the Germans. These are the tanks. Here are the Germans. Where are the MiGs? MiGs. Where are you, MiGs? Yeah, look at this. F4F early. Early? That's weird. Okay. Am I looking at the right thing? Research cost RP. Yeah, this is it. I don't know. It's just a very big table. Where are the MiGs? MiGs. The Lazur, well, it's a premium, obviously. No changes to the MiG-29? I mean, come on. Where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, slight decrease in the MiG-29 because it is the top dog, as you see. it is a decrease, doesn't matter, at least it's that. But as you see, the MLA 60,000 less. The Beast, man, look at this. The Beast is 240,000 less. And why is that? Well, because they're being folded, okay? So it will have a 50% discount on research for them. The F16 that we saw is basically the same, right? So it, in theory, right, at least. Let's take a look on the Soviets. The Soviets should be the same. As you see, the top dog over here, MiG-29, it doesn't change much. 20,000 is 20,000, but still. But as you see, for example, the MLD is 235. I mean, it's less than a half than it was, because it's being folded together with the M. And even the M is receiving a fairly good decrease in the amount of RP. The Beast that is already folded with the SMT, as you see, a very big decrease. The SMT itself getting a very big decrease. Some of them are getting slightly increases, but it's not by much, you know, so they're balancing it out. MiG-21 F-13, as you see right there. Let's go for other nations. Let's take a look on the Tornado. Where is the Tornado? I want to see. GR1, slight decrease. The Jaguars, depends, slight decreases. Normally, it's a fairly big decrease, I would say. 30,000 points, it's a lot of matches sometimes, depending on the aircraft that you are trying to research. But anyway, I mean, it's a lot of changes. As you see, another example, it is going to be folded, as you see, the F5s. So the second F5 will be basically half, or even less than half, for you to research. But the top tier will be 400,000. So I wish the top dogs would be a little bit less, like 350 at least, or something like that. But I mean, at least they are decreasing and balancing it out a little bit. So yeah, very, very good. I think overall is a big difference. Of course, we have all these numbers taking account to all the crew expert costs and everything. So yeah, you can take a look on these tables. I will leave the link in the description. And of course, leave the feedback on the posts on social media, on everything. If you agree or disagree with this stuff, they need the feedback, guys. So do the feedback. This is our part that we need to do, okay? But this is the big change. Of course, the main change is for vehicles that are being folded, but even vehicles that are not being folded are getting some decreases to a certain level. So that's a pretty alright, to be honest. Then we go for the next one, research tree changes and research point reductions for grouped vehicles. Obviously, we already talked about it. You can click here and take a look. We already did a video on that. It's basically what I just said about the half price for RP and even some other changes for vehicles that are folded, and they are including more vehicles in a fold to help that out as well. So yeah. Improvements being made to the maps. So there's a lot of improvements being made to the maps. I'm not gonna go over every single one of them, but you can take a look for yourself. I will talk about some examples, but not too much, because I don't want this video to be too long. But for example, in Fields of Poland here, increase in the amount of buildings and stuff around the towns, the town, right, to help out basically you with cover. So as you can see, for example, here it's a common place that people go depending on the version of the map, and here we have a covered position. Is it a good change or not? I don't know, because I do love the differences and big open maps as well, you know, depending on the BR. So it depends, I think, on personal preference, but it will still be open, as you see. It just depends on the type of playstyle that you are doing. Some changes to Karelia, American Desert, the 38th parallel, Jesus Christ. Normandy also getting the same type of treatment as Poland, as you see. They are decreasing the altitude, basically the height of the terrain over here, to probably decrease the amount of spal camping on this position, and also increasing the coverage for vehicles that are trying to flank over here, for example. So many changes to the maps. You can take a look on all of them, and here we have the roadmap just updated a little bit. So yeah, very, very big improvements in my opinion. Should it be better? Maybe. Some of the changes for top tier, specifically for the last vehicle of that nation, I think it should be a little bit less. But overall, just a very good decrease in RP and Silver Lions, okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one very shortly. Okay, guys? Bye. See ya.